You ever think about how cute and fluffy animals are until you find out that they can kill you? People have always been fascinated with the cuteness of animals. We're going to show you 10 adorable furry creatures that'll make your heart melt but also freak you out once you find out they're not as cute as they look. Number 10. Otters. Otters may look cute and cuddly, but in fact these guys are one of the most lethal land mammals. The North American river otter is found throughout all of Canada as well as Alaska and almost all the US states except for northern Minnesota, Montana, Wyoming, Idaho, Washington, and Oregon. An otter can be quite territorial about its home range when they need to be. However, an unusual amount of them don't seem to mind living right next door to each other, even though this kind of behavior would normally lead to a very vicious territorial fight within wild animals. They are nocturnal, so they hunt mostly at night rather than in the day, and they hunt for animals that live in rivers or lakes. They most commonly hunt for fish because these are by far their favorite food to eat, as well as eels, frogs, and crawfish. However, if you were to feed an otter your goldfish, then that is what it would probably prefer to eat the majority of the time. Number 9. Koalas. Koalas may look cute, but they are in fact one of the deadliest animals on the planet. A single adult koala can eat up to 2/3 of its own body weight in vegetation every day. Koalas aren't usually that aggressive towards other koalas, but they are known to attack other animals like dogs. They can also attack humans if they feel threatened. They have strong claws and sharp front teeth, which can be really deadly. This is why they've been given the name drop bear, because they'll drop out of the trees and land on people. Koalas in the wild usually have a lot of diseases including chlamydia, gonorrhea, hepatitis, and herpes, which they can pass on to humans. Some experts claim that these more dangerous type of disease spread faster because koalas have such a low body temperature. Number 8. Giant panda. The giant panda is one of the cutest animals on the planet. The giant panda has sharpened teeth to chew through bamboo stems, strong jaw muscles to bite off hard bamboo shoots with ease, and large molar teeth for grinding fibrous material. Pandas aren't harmful until they get mad. The giant pandas are endangered because of the Chinese people that hunt them for their skins to make coats, blankets, or to sell it off. If a person was attacked by an adult giant panda, then they would die from having broken bones, blood loss, and internal organ damage. If you're lucky, you'll only be killed in one bite. They eat around 20 to 30 kilograms per day, just like lions, that can weigh more than 600 pounds, but pandas only weigh usually about 100 pounds. They also travel fast even though their short legs and paws, because their back legs are longer and stronger than their front, so when running they go forward instead of sideways or backwards. Number 7. Sloth. Yes, this cute little guy is extremely dangerous. Sloths are known to be very slow and lazy. This is why many people find them cute and don't think of them as a threat. However, that is not the case. Sloths can attack human beings if they feel threatened. Even though these instances are very rare, they can still happen. The sloth has very long claws in proportion to its body size, and is one of the only mammals with a pair of hook-like claws on each foot. This makes it an expert climber and allows it to move quickly through trees at 25 kilometers per hour. They don't see as well as other animals their size because they only have about 15% of the number of photoreceptors that humans do, but their sense of smell is exceptional. They feed exclusively on leaves found high in tropical rainforest canopies or treetops by following paths they create along the branches. Number 6. Pufferfish. Pufferfish can be very dangerous. They have small spikes called odontes that they can use to slash predators or humans, but they rarely do this. However, if a pufferfish feels threatened or decides that it's time to mate, it puffs itself up with water until its body is 6 times its original size. Its internal organs get pushed out of their regular places inside the body and is now considered lethal because of all the toxins it contains in place of its stomach, intestines, and liver. When fully inflated like this, the pufferfish will rush around erratically, trying to bite whatever comes near it. The toxins in this fish's body can be fatal to humans if they eat part of it. It's not best to mess with these little guys. There are several varieties of pufferfish found around the world. They all inhabit tropical waters or colder oceanic regions. Pufferfish live primarily on a diet of crustaceans and mollusks, but some have been known to dine on smaller fish as well. Number 5. Kangaroo. A few years back, a video of a man boxing kangaroo went viral. Some enjoyed that video while others called it cruel. To be honest, it was more dangerous for the person fighting the kangaroo. Kangaroos are strong animals and they can severely injure you. Kangaroos are cute, cuddly creatures that most people would never think of as dangerous, and they are not really dangerous to humans unless you live in Australia. However, kangaroos have killed dogs, and there have been reported incidents of kangaroos attacking cars. If you live in an area where kangaroos are prevalent, be aware of your surroundings when driving and keep a close eye on your pets at all times. There have been several cases reported where kangaroos attacked and injured human beings as well. While these attacks are severe, they don't happen all too often. Number 4. Blue-ringed octopus. This octopus has bright rings of blue all over its body that make it look very beautiful and very attractive. That's why tourists are attracted to play with them or take photos with them. But when they touch them, they don't know that these animals have venom in their tentacles so powerful, up to 1 milligram will kill 26 to 36 adults. And if you're stung, it's very hard to know that because this animal licks the wounds and venom seeps into your blood through its saliva. The time from stinging to death can last more than 6 hours. Number 3. Pink fairy armadillo. The pink fairy armadillo is a small creature which resembles a mouse. It lives in sand dunes and feeds on insects, ants, larvae, and worms. When you look at this cute furry creature, it's hard to imagine that it could be dangerous. However, the pink fairy armadillo is very aggressive and has a toxic bite. It also has a sharp tail, which it uses as a weapon when threatened. Its claws are long and sharp, and they can rip open the skin of its attacker. The pink fairy armadillo also scores an impressive 10 out of 10 on the Bristol scale for poisonous, one of the highest levels recorded for any animal. Even if you survive this attack, you will require medical attention as your wounds may become infected with tetanus or gangrene. However, another thing to be aware of is that the toxin for the armadillo's bite can remain active even after being frozen. So if you were to eat this armadillo's meat, you may still get ill, as the poison is released when it defrosts. To make matters worse, the pink fairy armadillo has a very slow metabolism, so its own poison doesn't harm it. This makes it very difficult to catch them without getting hurt. If you should capture one, any cuts or scratches that you sustain will continue to be painful for 2 weeks after the initial injury. Number 2. Polar bear. Polar bears are the largest bears in the world. The average male polar bear is 9 feet tall and weighs about 1,400 pounds. Their claws can reach up to 12 inches or 30 centimeters long. That makes them one of the most fearsome creatures on land. But you still might think they're cute and cuddly because their fur looks like soft white cotton candy, and polar bears are actually white all over, not just on the outside. Polar bears are very cute, but they can be dangerous to you. So that means they're not really cute at all. Polar bears like to live in the North Pole, and they eat seals. They use their white fur as camouflage against the snow and ice. When the bear is traveling on ice or snow, it walks slowly so its fur will make it blend with the landscape. Usually these creatures don't bother humans, however there have been incidents where polar bears have killed human beings. Their claws are sharp and very powerful. They can kill a human being with just a few blows. Before we get on to our number 1 entry, we have some honorable mentions. The deer, anteater, poison dart frog, beaver, slow loris. Now it's time for our number 1 entry on the list. Number 1, dolphins. When it comes to friendly animals, few match the friendliness of dolphins. They are known to be very intelligent and playful. However, dolphins can also be very dangerous. It's said that they kill more people than sharks do each year. Dolphins can be a big threat to swimmers and surfers who go near them in the water. Who knows when one might bite you? Just because they have an image of being friendly does not mean dolphins would never attack you. It is like taking your life in your own hands every time you decide to take a dip with dolphins in the ocean or wherever else there may be some of these aquatic animals nearby. If we really need to get into specifics, then let us tell you just how deadly they really can be. The peak season for dolphin attacks seems to occur between June and September, but there just doesn't seem to be a particular reason why this happens. The main problem with these dolphins is that they can easily turn on you when they feel like it, and people who get attacked are often left in the hospital to recover from their injuries. In most cases, stray dogs have been known to attack other animals, including humans, but the big difference between them and mammals like dolphins is that dolphins love to play tricks on swimmers by splashing water into their faces at high speeds. This might not sound too bad if one of the dolphin's playful blows didn't knock the swimmer down into deeper waters where he or she possibly could drown. It's better just to stay away from them completely. You could say that it's only about luck if a dolphin chooses an unintended human to play around with, but then you'd probably be wrong. Dolphins are actually very intelligent and can easily figure out who is worth playing with and who isn't. If you don't look like much fun, then smart dolphins aren't going to waste their energy on you. So there you have it, 10 animals that look really cute, but are actually very dangerous. We know there are many other cute animals out there that can be deadly